Alright guys, welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. This is Ali Plays, and we actually have some new events. Not new content, but we have new events. So, I'm going to be talking about a 10 times chance for Dark Elves faction. Not really impressive, by the way. And we're talking about the new fusion, which is Gurptuk Moss Beard. So, pretty weird name. He looks like a World of Warcraft character. So yeah, we're going to be going over the fusion, seeing any silver lining for free-to-play players. Is he any good? Is he even worth the fusion? Am I going to get him? Those are the questions we're going to answer. So let's get right into it. Alright, so Gurptuk Mossbeard. He's a support champion. Legendary. He's been teased. The people originally saw this part, and they thought this is what the champion actually looks like, which is pretty hilarious. Well, this is what he actually looks like. I think he looks like, I don't know, his name is Gul'dan or something like that. Or is it a different guy from World of Warcraft? I don't really know the lore that much. And yeah, he's a Force Affinity. He has a pretty interesting kit. It reminds me of like a reverse Battle Khazar. And I'll explain why. So his A1 attack, it's a double hit that places a 15% continuous heal buff for 1 turn on all allies under poison debuffs. Honestly, I don't really like that he only places a continuous heal if they're under poisons. I think it would be better if he just does it, because this is his only attacking ability. Everything else is just straight up support. Druidic Boon, he removes all debuffs from an ally, and then he heals them by 30% of their max HP. So not his max HP, but their max HP, which automatically makes it worse, because you can just build this guy with a lot of HP, and yeah, it'll be beast. Well, it depends on which champion. Some champions actually would have more HP than him. And then he places a shield buff on the target, equal to 20% of their max HP for 2 turns. Cloud of Spores. This is actually what makes this kit really interesting. So he actually places 5% poison debuffs on all allies for 3 turns. You know what? Why didn't they just make it so they can place it on the enemy? But that doesn't really go with this kit. These debuffs cannot be resisted or blocked. So block debuffs, I'm guessing, can't block it. So that actually might be good. I might be able to use this guy in my Unkillable Ultra Nightmare team. I don't know if block debuffs is actually going to stop it, because I do run double man-eaters. So I'll have to test that out. And also he has an 80% chance of placing block buffs debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. And that's actually a 100% chance if you max it out of placing the block buffs, as barring that you pass the accuracy check. And that's going to be on a 3-turn cooldown if you max it out. So it's pretty short cooldown even for this ability. But this doesn't make any sense. If you look at his passive, it says allies under poison debuffs inflict 7.5% more damage for each poison debuff on them. So I guess that is good. And it stacks up to a maximum of 30%. And the damage increase applies to all their skills. And then also increases each ally resistance by 15 for each poison debuff on them. So this is actually pretty good, but this like defeats the purpose. He removes the debuffs anyways. So right off the bat, when I saw this champion, I was thinking Occult Brawler, because Occult Brawler places poisons on himself passively, and this guy will be able to place more poisons on him. And then during that time, Occult Brawler will be dishing out a lot of damage, because Occult Brawler actually has high multipliers on his A1 and his A2. So if people actually build him to do more damage, I'm talking about like crit damage, crit rate, and more attack percentage, he can be pretty good. And then I think maybe you don't need to build Occult Brawler with lifesteal anymore if you have Gurptuk Mossbeard. So I will actually test him out on my Ultra Nightmare team. We'll see how much stronger he makes the rest of the team. When I get him, I'm actually pretty close. I'll show you guys later how far I am. So yeah, he has a pretty high base speed. And his kit is basically like a reverse Battle Khazar, because Battle Khazar actually places poisons on the enemy. This guy places poisons on his teammates. So I don't think that's actually necessarily good, because why does this guy have to be a nerf just because he's a fusion? It doesn't make sense to me. Alright, so there were some rumors that you actually needed to use Madame Cerise, or Ceres, I don't know how you guys pronounce it. Madame Ceres to get Gurptuk Mossbeard. But it was like over on this right side. So instead of Umbrella Enchantress, people were saying it was Madame Cerise or Ceres, which is hilarious, because Madame Ceres is actually better than this guy. I would actually preferred if they actually had Madame Ceres here, so that people can just grab the rares and then fuse Madame Ceres and then call it a day. That would be it. That would be hilarious. So yeah, I'm actually very close to getting it. I do have Fang Cleric, but unfortunately I'm going to have to use the one that's already level 60 that I use in the showcase, unless I manage to pull one. I do have Catacomb Counselor, I do have Seneschal, 3 of them, and yeah, for Umbrella Enchantress, I just need Perforator and Ghoulish Ranger. What I see is they actually are kind of asking for a lot over here for Seneschal. They're asking for a Frozen Banshee, which is one of the best rares in the game. Bulwark over here. We've had Bulwark multiple times, I think, in fusions, so that's not a really big issue, but if you think about it, I think through events you're going to be able to obtain Frozen Banshee. So if you are actually not going for any of the fusion champions, none of them are really worth it. Fang Cleric, I guess, for Faction Wars, and Catacomb Counselor, and Umbrella Enchantress is pretty good, but nobody's like worth really going after for free-to-play players. For mid-game players, same thing. I would actually either go for the fusion or don't do it, or just get the good rares. So yeah, Horus Bucks is good. Soulbound Boyer, she is good. Ragemonger is pretty good. As I said, Frozen Banshee and Bulwark. So those are the only good rares here. And for the epics, they are pretty mid-tier, I would say. They have their uses in Faction Wars, but that's for in-game players. And Umbrella Enchantress is pretty good. And this guy, honestly, I wouldn't. I mean, I will do the video on if he's worth it or not. But from first impressions, I actually don't think he is worth it, because he's just a reverse version of Battle Khazar, which doesn't make sense to me. All right, quickly, we're going to touch up on the 10 times chance for Dark Elves. So it's going to be Ray. Lanakis is not even going to be in it. So they're actually not even giving us the good champions. They have Foley there. They don't even have Zavia on there. They do not have Vizier. They do have Queen Eva. They do have Ghostborn, and they have Blind Seer from the Voids. And from here, they don't even have Madame Ceres on it, on the 10 times chance. They do have Sylar, Lua, Luria. And yeah, that's about it. So it's not really a very good 10 times chance. They left out the good champions off of it. Lanakis, Zavia, Vizier, they left off. Maybe Ashlith might be in there. I don't know. Let me double check that for you guys, because it wouldn't make sense for her not to be on there, because she's not like she's not that good. she's only viable in arena. Yeah, so for whatever reason, Ashlith is not even on the 10 times chance. So it's not really a good one. I would not pull on it. None of the champions are really worth going after. You will eventually pull them, maybe. You might eventually pull them. I mean, the best one is probably Ray out of those champions. Ghostborn is pretty good as well, but not really something that you should summon on, especially if you're free to play or a new player or mid-game or something like that. Not really worth summoning on. Just wait for the 2 times chances. Those are actually better than the 10 times. So it's 10 times Spore Speed, 10 times chance to summon this specific champion, but the rates are exactly the same. 2 times chances, the rates are actually doubled. So always advise summoning for the double race, unless you're looking for a specific champion and you're like in game. Let's say I don't have a Vizier. You guys see that they do 10 times race for Vizier. I'll probably summon on that, or even a Lanakis, but other than that, I wouldn't summon on this. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for the video. I will have another video once I'm done fusing Gurptuk Mossbeard, whatever his name is. When I'm done fusing him, I'll actually do another video telling you guys if he is worth it or not. I will have him maxed out. Probably not his skills, because I don't feel like I need to max out his skills, because he's not really one of those top tier champions for me so far from what I've seen first impressions, right? All right, so make sure you guys like the video. If you like the video, make sure you guys like it. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'm Tyrone. I need everybody to subscribe to the homie Ali Al Plays. And that's non-negotiable either.